It's time for the Halftime Report on the Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Holbert Arena on the campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. And halftime guest is Chad Overton. And Chad is our local Serve Pro guy. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to give a very brief plug for Serve Pro. And it goes like this. I was teaching at a school. We got hit partially by a tornado, pierced the weather stripping on the top. The school flooded out, and the first people they called was Serve Pro.
Hey, that's great news. Get to go watch a great basketball and hear a wonderful story.
That's all right. Can you tell us a lot of the things that you service? Because we know if somebody has a problem with water, fire, all the smoke damage, all those kinds of things, you're the guys to call.
Sure, yeah. We just built a new facility over in the Sealyville area, and it's all state-of-the-art, which no one in probably about a 120-mile radius would have. And it's just an unbelievable facility, and obviously the employees there are unbelievable. And it's just a great building, and there's pretty much nothing we can't do.
Well, it sounds like, and again, sponsoring something like this, giving back to the community with this kind of stuff, I know that has to make you really, really pleased, especially getting to see this great basketball that we've seen all day today.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I mean, every game has had great highlights. They've been competitive. It's just been a wonderful turnout. And then, Natalie and I's belief is that sports teach you so much, and it's just so important that we offer these things so our youth can have the opportunity to play in front of all of these people, play in a world-class facility, and just be treated, for one special night, maybe a little more than just a high school game, if you will.
Well, you can see, if we pan the crowd right now, the place is still packed. We're at halftime. Normally people go in and out, but the place is packed. People all the way across the walking area, out around the gym. And again, you're seeing some of the better basketball. Linton is an outstanding team playing against Northview in this ball game, and I know you're watching that just because you're from the general area. But every ball game today has been really a good ball game.
It has. Up pretty well. I mean, you couldn't have set it up any better. And there's so much talent. I mean, that's the amazing thing. Is, Northview has a great team and probably will be somebody to look out for here in the future. And then, of course, we know everything that Linton always brings to the table, and they're playing great. So, and then, a shout-out down South Knox. I mean, that team really, really impressed me, on how they could move the ball, and then they could transition into fast, or they could pull it back out. They have a great college tempo to that program, which is really cool to think that he's coached them enough that they can grasp that at that age. So it's been unbelievable.
Really been a great time. Now, I'm going to ask you again, if somebody has an issue, how do they get a hold of you? What's the easiest way?
The easiest way is just 1-800-SERVE-PRO, and then just tell them you'd like to use the store based out of Terre Haute, Indiana, and we'll go wherever, whenever. And, we just got back not too long ago from Florida, helping out down there. So if you can hear it, we can be there.
Well, I know the one in Florida. Actually, you're saying that in a couple weeks, I'm actually flying down to Florida to help take care of my mother. The eye went right over her house. And those kinds of things. That we didn't have much water damage. Her roof held up. That was really nice. But if we did, I know and she had a little bit of a fire damage about 4 or 5 years ago. And that's exactly who we called with Serve Pro.
Well, I appreciate that.
The company is not only reputable, what's going on. They're right here locally, and if anything happens that you're going to need some help in restoring some kind of normalcy, do it. And why did you jump in to actually help sponsor the ball games that we're doing here today?
It actually started during COVID. And, you know, the main sponsor of a different tournament didn't want to really participate due to whatever reasoning. So we just kind of took the reins of it. And then the three of us eventually got together, and we were all good friends. So we just said, hey, what the heck? Let's put something together over Thanksgiving, give family that's in from out of town a chance to see a nephew play or something along those lines. And again, just make it a wonderful experience. And Rolls-Holman is just, they've been nothing but short of miraculous to work with. And, you know, hopefully next week we can iron out the details, and we'll be back here for, you know, a long marriage, if you will.
Well, again, Chad, thanks for coming up. That's Chad Overton. And again, he's from Serve Pro. If you need something, if something goes wrong at home, give him a call, 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Chad, thanks so much for coming up and visiting with us.
I appreciate everything very much.
Thank you. We'll pause for a break. We'll be right back here with the start of the second half.